Speaker Hoffman, elected officials here, Imam, City Council members, those who are running for office, I give you my support. You're doing something for our community. If you're running for office, that means you have the heart and you're doing everything to make it work. To you Liberians, today is our Independence Day. Many times we want to retrospect and look back and say, what have we done since 175 years ago? So let me say this. I bring you greetings from the President and government of Liberia and our ambassador accredited near Washington. I always say, if a child sits on a block in Ganta, in school, that is not right. If an older person went to bed hungry in our homeland, that is not right. When people go to the hospital and there's no medication, that is not right. It's not okay. When the wounded have no treatment, that is not okay. When little girls are raped and there's no consequences, it is also not okay. But these are truths that we as Liberians in the diaspora will have to live with. But the good thing about what this says is that Liberians in the diaspora, we must come to the point where we see our homeland as a place where we all have a stake in our country. No government, not even the United States government, can solve all problems. And that is why it is incumbent upon us as Liberians in the diaspora to start to re-strategize and look at ways that we can help our homeland. Everything about our life is politics. Politicians tell us when to wake up. Politicians tell us when to dress, when to go to work, when to eat, how long we can stay in the hospital. All of these things are politics. But some of us will say it is not our business. We are not involved. It is time for us to get involved into the politics and make decisions for all of us.
Yep.
Whether you are from Upper Lofa or you're from down, you're from Sino or what part of Liberia you're from, politics affects you. As Liberian, the decision you make here affects the decision that happens in Liberia. So if you say, you know, the country, I'm not going to be bothered with Liberia, guess what? If your family member died and you have to go home to bury that family member, you would engage into the situation that is there. If traffic is heavy, you will sit into that traffic and you will complain. And you come back here, you don't want to be bothered with Liberia. I don't want to be bothered with Liberia, okay. But when your auntie is sick and you send them to JFK, it affects you. But my friends though, Liberians, everything that is wrong with Liberia is about Liberia though. We are all responsible for what is happening in Liberia, whether it is our inaction or our action. Many of us do not act. And when the people who are acting do what they have to do, because that's what they know what to do, we complain. Why don't we act? For better reason or for bad reason? And I'll give you an example, and I'll be blunt. When a group of Liberians felt that the situation in Liberia was not right, they took arms and went home. Whether it was right or wrong, they acted. When a group of Liberians felt they were being killed, a tribal group, they took arms, they acted. It is our inaction that stopped us from doing what we want to do. Nobody has stopped you from going home, or a group of you from going home and building a school in a place to help your people. Nobody has stopped any one of us from doing those things, but yet we complain and complain and complain about the situation back home. I think it's time for us to be solution focused. The problems will always be there. Life is a roller coaster. You know when you go to the hospital and you got this thing on your chest and it's going up and down? you are still alive. But when it goes flat and stop, you are dead. So life has its own problem. One thing that we fail to realize, though, is that the people who are in government, they came from our homes, our communities, our churches. They are our friends, our relatives. They are not different from us. They don't put on their trousers and shirts differently from the way we put on our shirts and trousers. But yet we complain that they are doing something that are abstract. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this to you today and I mean it.